More than 40% of mortgage applications were pulled on Monday. I'm going to give you the reason why. That article, and of course articles on interest rates and the economy, are going to be wrapped up today in Real Estate Daily. Hello everyone, my name is Troy, and every day we go over the latest news in real estate, mortgage, and the housing market. Before we start, let's go ahead, hit that subscribe button. Let's go pound that little red button down there. Let's get it rocking and rolling. Then hit the like button. You're gonna get the best 5 minutes in real estate on a daily basis right here. Now let's jump right into it. Saw this from The Guardian this morning. This really hit home, and this tells you why, if you have an approval letter in your hand and it's good, you should be out there looking for a house. Let's jump into this. More than 40% of mortgages withdrawn as market reels after mini budget. Let me go one step further. Lenders began pulling products on Monday as they struggled to price products amid financial uncertainty. This is what happens. If you go back and look in, March of 2001 to 1971, we had rates over 7% for the entire 30 years. Okay, they had a whole set of different products then. And as the market continued to get hotter and rates kind of floated down in 2002, 3, 4, 5, then here comes lenders with exotic loans. And that's what we saw because they had never seen rates this low. They made exotic loans up, and then we ran into the 2008, 2009, 2010 housing crisis. It got crushed because of that. These are now, what's happening now is that because of interest rates are now up and above 6s and 7s, we're seeing the mortgage industry panic because they don't have good mortgage products out there for everybody. And so now they're pulling products off because they don't want the risk factor of people possibly getting foreclosed on or being late on their payments. So now they're examining back from 71 to 2001, all those mortgage products, what made it successful when rates were 7, 8, 9, 10, 20%. So that's what we're looking at here. We are seeing the market shift. I keep saying that adjustable rates should be what people are looking at, but a 40-year rate needs to hit the market. That product needs to hit markets today, but nobody's prepared for it, and that's why very few lenders have it. Guys, it's very important. If you're out there looking at homes and you have that approval letter and you verified it this week with your loan officer, you should be out there looking for homes. There is not a better time. We're going to see more and more of these products being pulled off, and everybody who's sitting on the sidelines saying, I can't wait for price to drop, they're gonna have a worthless piece of toilet paper in their hand when they go out and they put an offer on a home because it can't get approved. Next, mortgage rates March. This is Market Watch, and we've seen many of these articles on the media today. Mortgage rates March towards 7%, reach highest level since 2007. I keep saying this over and over. 7% is nothing. Your parents bought their home anywhere from 1971 to 2002. They had 7%, they had 8%, they had 9%. It didn't really mean anything to them. But today, the media is acting like the world is collapsing around us. Why? Because they're all spoiled over the last 3 or 4 years, even the last 10 years, where rates were 5s, 4s, 3s, and 2s. Now we're going back to a traditional market and panic setting in. But if you really look at it, we just don't have the inventory there because anyone that has a house doesn't really want to sell it, doesn't really want to move because there's nowhere to go. If you have a 2% interest rate on your home that has $200,000 equity, are you really going to move? Where are you going to move to? And regardless of where you move, whatever next loan program you get is going to be a 5, 6, 7% interest rate. So you automatically just moved up in interest rate. You're doubled and tripled the interest rate. So keep that in mind. Next article here is And was yesterday. I didn't report on it yesterday because I just think it's a no-brainer. It says mortgage refinancing drops to 22-year low as interest rates rise. Let's be very frank and honest here. If you refi in the last 3 years, there's just no, I don't see how you can refi in the future. We went to 0% on the Fed rates, 0%. So money was so cheap. How are we going to go back to negative interest rates? Now, I know there is negative interest rates out there, but it just doesn't make any sense. I mean, inflation's already running rapid. Today, the jobs, unemployment numbers came out, and we're at a 5-month low. So the unemployment market is strong, and the Fed keeps saying they have to destroy demand. And how to destroy demand is to have more people unemployed. That isn't working. We need to take a really good look at this. But if you're looking at refis, they're not happening, and that's why there's a huge consolidation in the mortgage markets, and they'll continue to be because there's just nothing out there besides purchase money. And the last is finally some relief, people. Finally. Look at that. 30-year conventional went down 14 basis points. 30-year FHA went down 11 basis points. This is called the lock days, right? The days that you got into escrow and now you want to lock in your mortgage rate. These are the days we're taking a dip, right? We're taking a dip and it makes you feel good, but don't expect this dip to last longer. The Fed isn't going to meet until the beginning of November, but we're going to get CPI numbers out in a few weeks, and they're really going to tell us whether we see a drop in inflation or an increase in inflation. If I were to guess today, I think inflation is going to be about the same. We're going to be in the low 8s, and all I know here, and in all honesty, is that I continue to see everything go up in price. Yes. Well, I can tell you that the governor as well as the president keep boasting how gas prices have gone down, but here in Southern California, I've seen them skyrocket in the last 14 days, up 20%. We're back from the 5s. Now we're in the high 5. We're in the under $5 a gallon to now we're almost at 6, and some gas stations are right on the edge of $7. Guys, we are headed right back up there. Those days of having burn off our strategic oil, storage is gone. And now the reality of it is that now our president is, going to have our country buy from other factors such as the Saudis and the Venezuelans and the Iranians. We're buying oil, dirty oil from everywhere else, and they cost more and more money. Well, guys, thank you very much for joining me. If you have, again, if you like the content, hit the like button. If you have any comments, leave them below. It's very, very important that we all understand what's happening in today's market and what is going to happen in the future. Now, I did say that I was going to put out my prediction of interest rates for the fourth quarter of 2022, but I'm going to put that off into my opinion piece on Sunday. So Saturday. So check that out on Saturday. I'm going to go over the reasoning why we will be where we're at in the fourth quarter. All right, everyone, you have a fantastic day, and I will see you tomorrow.